Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. You can finally snipe again because the menus are fixed, which means we're going to make a ton of coins on specials, on rares, on silvers, and all of you, no matter what your budget, are going to make millions. So welcome back to 0 to 500k, where today I'm going to show you exactly that. And all you've got to do to say thank you is drop a like down below, subscribe if you're new, and if you do want some more coins, well, do you want the best team in FC25? Yeah, baby! Do you want to be playing with the best players in the game like this, and not be stuck with teams like this? Okay. Then you need to head over to skycoach.gg, select the amount of coins or the type of weekend league boost you need, and enter code PRORECOIL for 10% off of your order. So first of all, let's go into the market. Now, let's say we're starting with nothing. We've obviously got to build from those smaller filters. So what budget do we start at? Well, of course, if you've got nothing and absolutely nothing, and I mean nothing, you want to take yourself over to your club and you want to just start quick selling things. Find things that you can get rid of. If we go over to Stadium, there will be something you don't need. If I have a look at, for example, the Structure Cosmetics Football Stadiums, what do we have here? Power Horse Stadium, apparently it's untradeable, but luckily the Decoupe isn't, so we're going to quick sell that one there. Then you might want to go over to your stadium colors if you've got any of them. I'll be honest, guys, I don't really care what color my stadium is. I'll take 1,000 coins for quick selling a few of these bad boys. So all you've got to really do is go through your club, see where you've got some value, and just get rid of it. So from those three there, we've made over 1,000 coins. Now, in no way am I saying that's a trading method, but if you have no coins, the only way to get some from zero is going to be quick selling stuff in your club or going and playing games, and the quicker way of doing it is like that. And as if by magic, there is a preloaded sniping filter in there for me. Now, I've been using this as a mass bidding filter and a sniping filter across many videos, so we're not going to touch on it for too long because it's something we've already done. I've posted it on TikTok, I've posted it on here already. We've done this one to death, but if you haven't seen it already, a very, very good starter. But let's look at something that was brilliant last year and still kind of carries on. We've got Martinelli and we've got Jesus. Now, these guys have cheapened up a little bit. Both of these have gone for, I think, in the 10, 20, 30s so far in this game, but luckily they've both toned down. So we've got Gabby Jesus here at around 5k. You're going to have Martinelli slightly more expensive, but not miles more. Of course, Gabby here was involved in an Evo that was very good, and I did do myself, but unfortunately have not finished off yet. I'm sure I will get round to it. We're looking at 4.5k for this one. Now, this definitely is one that can be used on a bidding filter as well, but in the meantime, while we wait, let's go and do him as a normal filter. We picked that one up at 4.1. A little bit rash there. I probably should have worked out the pricing first of all, but we're going to sell him on at 4.5. So EA tax on 4.5k. The way I work it out, for those of you who are new, is I get 10%, which is 450 coins, and a half it. So it's 225 EA tax, which means on this one here, we're going to make 175 coins, which, considering we hadn't worked out the profit margins originally, is definitely not too bad at all. So we're going to go back to 4.1. Is that a snipe? We've missed it. The buttons still aren't as smooth as they used to be, but they're definitely a lot smoother than they have been. Let's see if we can pick up another 4.1. I think 4.1 is probably a good mark to be at. If you can go for maybe a 4, that is also okay. We're using the D-pad for snipes right now. I think that's the better way to do it. Oh, that was close, and it felt, oh, okay, there are some good ones coming up here. We've missed that one. Now, obviously, getting back into the groove of sniping, it feels weird. It's been a while since we've actually done proper sniping. Of course, I've been doing it, but it's been very hard. I've not really been able to do it while in videos. I've literally had to stop the video and then come back over because of how hard it is to snipe at the moment. But don't worry, we're back now and we're slow. We're getting there. Of course, I'm going to be a little bit slower than I was before because previously we were so used to it. I was sniping every day. It's just going to come a little bit. It's going to take a little bit of time to land again, but don't worry, guys. We're going to land, and when we do, we're going to be making a ton of coins. You can see actually that 4.1 that we picked up, we could have even maybe sold him on for 4.6. It seems like actually Gabby's going for a little bit more than what I expected. Going to do a little bit of compare price, see if we can cook up on a compare price here. I feel like we should be able to get at least one for a little bit of a compare price. Nothing wrong with a compare price. Oh, almost got me, almost had me. We're going to grab this 4.2. Oh, we've missed it. We've missed it. To be fair, that was more about me having a little bit of time to work out if we wanted to snipe it than it was about us getting that wrong there. We're going to try D-pad. I've been using the joysticks and the D-pad. We're just going to try full D-pad it, and hopefully I can grab the next one. We're going to pray. So look, you win some, you lose some. We are going to make more profit off of some filters than others, but a really easy basic one we've got here is Liverpool forward. Now, right now, you've of course got Nunes, you've got Jota, you've got Gakpo, we've also got Diaz. Now, of course, Diaz is a little bit more expensive than the other guys here, but we do have a nice selection of players to make a few coins of. So Nunez being the cheapest of the bunch, or maybe not. Seems like Gakpo has cheapened up a little bit. I didn't realize Nunez was still above. I would actually expect Gakpo to be worth a little bit more. His card does look gorgeous, and I really think with a 5-star skill, he would be worth an absolute ridiculous amount. He kind of gives me Chiesa vibes. I feel like those two must play very similar in game. I think Chiesa just has that ridiculous boost in pace. Now, if we have a look here, we're looking at 2.2k. Easy sell on at 2.4. EA tax on 2.4 is going to be 120 coins. So if we go here, we're making 80 coins a snipe. Here, oh, definitely not there. So here is 80. Here is 180. So actually, I'd be happy with 2.1s for a snipe on this one, because you're not spending much money and you're getting a decent bit back. We got the first one there. You can see maybe the menus have healed. It is nice to see, because I was absolutely hating it for the first week, and I was worried that they wouldn't get it fixed. You know what EA are like. They take some time sometimes, and I know I put him up for 2.5. I didn't mean to. That is going to go up for probably 2.4, maybe in an hour's time. Maybe someone lazy buys in. For those of you who don't know what lazy buying is, you can check out my ultimate trading guide, which I released, which tells you every single method and every single way to make coins. And apparently, the menus are not going to be one of the helpful ones for you. Okay, let's go to the end here. There you go. You still got to be a little bit slow with these snipes, it seems, but you can definitely make a lot better than we were making the other day, which is nice, because it feels a lot better. Now we can up the ante a bit, go for the team of the week. So let's head over to the Premier League, see who we've got team of the weeks wise so far. Of course, Diaz being the far too expensive option there. Let's pop this up as a maximum of maybe, let's say 100k. See who we've got. I know we're going to have Gabriel. We've got now Jackson as well. We've got Hudson-Odoi. So we've got a nice selection of players here. Of course, Gabriel, a little bit too out of our budget there in terms of what we're going to be looking at today, but might come up in another filter. Let's have a look at what we're doing for the absolute minimum with these guys. Let's see, can we pick up a Hudson-Odoi? No, we can't pick up a Hudson-Odoi below the sort of 11k mark. 11,750 seems to be where our boy is sitting. So very easily we can pick these up at 11,000 coins, and then we can sell them on at 12k. EA tax on that, it's going to be 600 coins. You are going to make 400 coins per card. Now, it's not going to be easy, and of course, there aren't many on the market below that mark that we've got there of 11,500. But with a little bit of compare pricing, you've got a good chance at picking one up. Now the menus are sorted. It gives you a much easier route to grabbing these cards. Before, it's pretty much a no-go, because you just couldn't beat anyone doing the cards. And you won't find a lot of people trying to trade on this margin, because it's so small, means that you do have a better opportunity of getting them. Now, he can go for as low as 10k, so you could pick him up at 10,250. I think you can pick him up at 10,500. But the reality is here, we are going for some 11ks. Now, if you pick him up at 11,250, you're going to be a little bit disappointed. We really do want to be picking him up at 11 as the maximum that we're looking to pay here. Now, obviously, anything under is, of course, going to be a steal as well. Now, if he doesn't come up, that's okay. We can obviously introduce other cards in from tomorrow, because tomorrow there is another team of the week. Hopefully, we're going to have some lower end Prem team of the seasons that we can, team of the weeks that we can have a look at. Of course, additionally, you're going to have a Palmer, so you can chop this up and put Chelsea as the team. Now, if we go over to the road to the knockouts, we're going to go over to striker, and we're just going to go for the lower end of these. Now, if you like filters like this, make sure to join the free or premium Discord, guys, because this was actually from the Discord. You've got the likes of Sesko, you've got Watkins, both at pretty much the same value, which means we can make some absolute bank. We've traded up with our lower end of things, and we can go and hit these absolute beauty cards. Now, I can imagine that Ollie Watkins is going to be a beauty in game, especially with a dirty ratty 5 back, which of course I'm going to have a video on for you guys tomorrow. Now, we're looking at around a 100,000 coin sell on, which means we need to be picking this card up realistically to make a decent profit. EA tax is going to be 5k. We need to be picking it up realistically. I'd say 93.5. 93.5 is going to be your point for this one, unless you can sell it for more. If you can get a 102, you could pick it up at 100 or 95, sorry, and you'd be laughing. It does look like a few of these have gone off the market, so maybe we've got that better chance. Of course, Watkins, in my opinion, is going to go further. And oh, is Watkins worth a little bit? I think Watkins might be worth a little bit more. Let's just check how much a little Watkins would be worth. Cheapest Watkins on the market is about, I mean, they're about 105. So realistically, that 98 would have been a nice snipe. So it's good to know that if another one comes up, we will absolutely snag that. You can see even at 100, you don't have a huge amount of supply on these cards. So there's definitely a desire for them. There's definitely a want for them, and we're definitely able to pick them up and get a steal. Now, these are probably the most dropped in terms of the non-bottom tier. You know, there are worse UCL Road to the Knockout cards than these ones, but these are got the guys who are going to be coming up the most, I can imagine. So you really want to be getting your shoe in, making sure that you are sniping as many of these as possible, because there will be a few coming up. And of course, when you get an English player from the Road to the Knockout and you see Ollie Watkins any other day, you'd be over the moon. Really good card. When you realize Bellingham's the only other English player, you're probably not going to be as over the moon. So hopefully people frustratedly list up a card and we make a killing. And the other way you're going to make a ton of coins, guys, is subscribing, getting on the Discord, and I'll see you tomorrow.